Let's have at it. And let's have at it here on episode 25 of Have At It. I am your host, Ben Cornett, and tonight we got some guests in the house that will join me, have this chaotic fun that we do every single Friday nights. First, let me bring in uh, Mr. Entertainment himself. He is older than dirt, and I mean that as a compliment. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Mr. Johnny Dean. Johnny, how you doing tonight? You got the
older than dirt.
Took all your meds? Took all your meds before we got on?
That was a good intro.
All right. And we got another guest tonight, Johnny. I'm hoping he's on his 10th mimosa, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, please.
I'm on my first beer right now, so
all right.
I got to catch up with this. I got to catch up with this guy, ladies and gentlemen. He serves our country very well, and give him a thanks for serving our country, ladies and gentlemen. He is the one and only, thank God, Alex Schomburg. Alec, how you doing tonight?
Oh,
Four down, one more to go.
Oh boy, that is good. We need that. There you go. Jug it.
We're gonna have a twisted show tonight, huh? All right.
Oh yes.
Gotta keep up with me, Ben. I'm already 3 down.
Hey man,
3 down of these.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm a little older than you, Alex. So I gotta be.
Hey, I mean that one time he was drunk, he was pissing on live and got me banned on Facebook. So I mean,
well, hopefully we'll do that again tonight.
Right?
So how's it going tonight, fellas?
It's going, man. It's going.
By the way, Johnny had a show today. Scott Thaler today, the entertainment show. By the way, you can catch that on the Ben Zone. Oh, you know what? We got one more guy that wants to join the fun. He's not in his car this week, but he just disappeared. Like, I guess I mentioned the word car, and he just drove off.
You scared him off, man. Don't be talking about cars. He's got PTSD from that shit.
Yeah, well,
he drove since that day.
He's like, oh shit, they're drunk. I'll come back later. Oh,
he said,
man.
"Oh, maybe he goes to the store real quick."
Right. So, Johnny, you had a show today, the entertainment show, obviously with Mr. Scott Thaler. Oh, wait a minute. Here, you better not be teasing us now. You better.
It's okay. The cars are not in the parking lot now. You can come in.
Thank God. There he is.
He's not in his car.
No, I'm not. What's up, gentlemen?
Oh man, what's up? How you doing tonight?
This is two, Sean. This is two, man. 2 shows, no car.
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm out of my car. I'm at home right now, playing a little NCAA, getting down. Hey, Johnny, you had a good show earlier, man. I'm so sorry. I wanted to get on, but I'm sitting here at work. I'm trying to quit my job right now. I do not want to be over here doing this.
That was a little bit of a stressful show because we did half of it no comments, dude. I was like,
I know. I kept trying to comment without crashing. I'm like, let me send this out.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw his message. Like, I just woke up. And I was like, yeah, I'm going back to sleep now. I'm tired. I was like, all I saw was I saw like the first little bit of the message. I was like, well, I'm just too tired. I was like, I sat back down, woke up 2 hours later. I was like, I'm not gonna force myself to stay awake.
I think it was okay. It was an okay show. It's just you can't get a real feel for the show when you don't have the comment. That's the afternoon for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, well, you got a show. When's your next show, by the way, Johnny?
It depends on Mr. Sean Spencer.
Another one.
Oh man,
you gonna be a guest? Oh yeah.
I'm good for I'm good for Sunday. I'm good for Sunday if you want to do the thing about the documentaries and all that.
Okay, we'll do that then Sunday then.
Yeah.
It's going to be about on documentaries. I've loaded up on documentaries, man. I might have to go through my files.
Well, hey, that worked for me. I got on YouTube like the watch later list. My watch later list is just just miles and miles long.
I'm talking about the ones I've watched. I've watched so many of these true crime documentaries, man, that it's like, oh my god, it's like I know these guys by first name basis with some of these serial killers. It seems
well, I'm still waiting for the documentary on you, Johnny. I mean, that should be coming out pretty soon on streaming networks, right?
It'll probably be on Crackle.
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 Oh man! Speaking of Crackle, man. Oh, here we go. We got a comment tonight. This is from Corey King Brown, our troll. No, this is pre-tape. This is a pre-tape.
No.
I had to turn it off. I went, oh, it's pre-taped.
We'll go on live in a minute.
Do this before?
Oh shit, we are on live. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push the live button.
Yes.
Corey, what do you want to talk about? Put it in the comments.
I'm not in my car. I'm not in my car today.
I know.
Let's talk about that. Is it liberating not to be in the car?
It feels great, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. There were some times I was on the scene, okay, and it got testy out there. There were some people sneaking around the car, and it was like Jurassic Park. They're just looking in the middle, looking inside. I was like, all right, just chill. We're here.
Did you feel like a white guy broke down in Overtown?
No, my goodness. They were looking at me funny. They were like, well, who's he talking to? Who's like
Okay, Corey put it in there. The new Transformers movie was good. Okay, I haven't seen it yet. Anybody seen it yet or no?
That's the King Kong
I still haven't
movie,
seen
right?
Spider-Man yet, so I gotta see Spider-Man tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about the new Transformers movie, though. It's supposed to be a break from the franchise. It's part of the franchise, but it's kind of like a break from the franchise where they throw a lot more stuff at you.
Cool.
And if you watch the cartoons when you were younger, I watched that shit with my kids all the time, man.
I watch that all the time.
Oh, that's classic. Yes, classic. Man, they don't do it like the 80s, man. It was the best era ever, man, for sure.
This was supposed to bring more of those characters into the world. So,
right. So, Alec, you're gonna go see the Spider-Man movie tomorrow. What do you think? You think it's gonna be good?
I'm not saying my expectations high. So I go in there and hope for the best. Because every time everybody hypes the movie,
so positive. I don't know why you don't.
Just because. I mean, so say that you want to see a movie, right? I tell you, like, it's like top tier, like best movie of the year, and you see it, and then you're just like, you see it from a different light. It's like, why? Like, it's like you expect your expectations so high to see it, and then it's just like not what you thought it was going to be. That's why
you say just keep it low.
I can't see you ever setting your expectations too high for anything, man.
I just want to see you get excited, Alex.
I mean, for what's it called? The Guardians of the Galaxy. I had my expectations high for that one.
But you told me it was a good movie, a really good movie. So
yeah, I'm saying like that's the first one that for myself I set expectations high for it. It's what everybody else tries to like say overhype a movie. Just they say like the Scream, not this Scream, but the last one. Everybody said it was like the best movie, the best Scream they had, and I watched it, and it was just not worth it. Like I don't like people hyping up a movie.
I haven't seen the last one yet. I haven't even seen the one from last year. I got to go to Paramount Plus and watch it. So you're saying the last one not as
the one that just came out was better than the last one.
Oh, there we go.
I got milking like 2 movies this weekend because I know I'm pretty sure on Monday everybody's gonna start spoiling Transformers and Spider-Man, even though some people did kind of spoil some of the Spider-Man things over the internet. I gotta see it before it gets worse.
So why back? Well, yeah, that's been talked about online. Yeah, we'll see. I don't see that happening. That's just rumor and innuendo.
Surprisingly, I did not watch SmackDown today.
I watched it. It was pretty all right.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jimmy kicked Jey Uso in the face by accident, but so now there's a split between them. So That's pretty much the.
When
You
did
got a
they
cat,
start
don't you,
having?
Ben? Ben, do you have a cat?
Sean.
I was gonna say, when did they start bringing NXT champions up and having their titles be challenged? So I'm gonna read.
Yeah, that's what they're trying. I've read reports that they're going to try and do more crossover with NXT and WWE. They're trying to establish NXT as a third brand now.
Okay,
It was
that's like trying to send the D League up with the NBA. Like, I mean, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I understand it's the third brand, but they want to elevate it. You know, that's what Nick Khan said during an interview today. I forget who interviewed him, but he's the COO of the WWE. But yeah, so that's the rumor. That's why they're having more crossover now. Asuka got presented a new title tonight. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's not a SmackDown title. It's just the women's championship.
Right.
Now, what does that do with Rhea's title? She has the SmackDown title, but she's on Raw. So I don't know what they're going to present her a belt this week. I will say at least it's better than what Charlotte and Becky did a couple years ago when they switched the titles, just handed them over. And
but you saw Charlotte came out and immediately challenged Asuka.
Yeah, she's
but
bad.
in my opinion, she doesn't even deserve a title chance right now. They have a point. She has to be in the back of the line. She can't just walk in there and be like, "I deserve a title opportunity."
She said she created.
She says, I created the line.
You know who needs a title?
Who?
The ladies of Let's Talk Football.
No, yeah.
We need to create a title for them girls, man.
Nice. Scott Thaler's on. He says, "What's up, my dudes? What's up, Scott? How you doing tonight? Thanks for tuning in."
Hey, I got to tell you guys something that happened to me tonight, man.
What happened?
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
Ben, you have a cat, right? You know how cats are known for killing mice and bringing them to you and shit like that, like giving you a gift?
Yeah, I've never had that before.
My dog killed a fucking raccoon tonight and brought it to me.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And now she's wondering why I'm not wanting to have anything to do with it right at the moment. She's like, come on, Daddy, I did something good for you.
Look what I found. Ew. Yeah. So,
it's a serial killer, dude.
She didn't bring it in the house. She just brought it on the.
No, it's right at the doorstep. But she was coming in the house with it when I went to get her in and shit. She was like bringing it to me, and she was wagging her tail and shit. Look, Daddy, what I got for you.
Hey, barbecue this thing. Put it on the grill.
Don't worry about dinner. I got dinner for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, can we burn this up now?
No, I love these stories, man. This is great entertainment.
She's looking. She's sitting right there, looking at me like, "See, I was a good girl, right?"
Oh man,
no.
You didn't get a picture of it, did you?
I'll go out there and take a picture of it if you want me to. Actually, I'm going to. After the show's over, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to send all of you guys a picture of a dead raccoon. Okay?
Man,
you have to have your dog in the picture, just like.
Oh no, I'm not letting her. I'm rabies, dude. Come on.
No.
Right. Yeah, I know.
I
Next
mean,
up is
the raccoon's still outside. I'm just staying at the window.
I think you might want to check in on Sean what he's having for dinner today.
Right. So actually, my Catherine, my fiance, her sister came into town at midnight this morning, picked her up. They went out to they're out Manassas. They went to a concert, but I don't know if they're gonna go to the concert now because of the air quality, all that nonsense.
Was it outdoor event?
Yeah, it was an outdoor event. But they were going down to their parents' house in West Virginia tomorrow because their dad was supposed to get she was supposed to have open heart surgery on Monday, but they ended up having to push it back, and they don't know when they're going to reschedule it.
Oh man.
So they're going to be going down there and just kind of spending like the next like 4 or 5 days and all that stuff. So I'm cooking for myself tonight. So we're eating pizza. We're eating pizza.
You said that big smile on your face.
You're cooking, ordering, right? What is that? Totino's or what is
yeah, Totino's, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Got his burning his face up on live TV now.
That and the beer, man. That's where we're at, man.
I mean, I was going to say DiGiorno that thin.
All right. I like the thin crust.
You like the thin crust? Oh, me too. Dude, thin crust is the best. Man, okay. Here's the question: favorite kind of pizza? I'm a thin crust New York style pizza guy. How about you, Sean? What do you like?
I gotta go that way. I used to love deep dish because I love to eat it. Now I can only get through like one slice, and I'm just like, dude, this is too much. I can eat a whole thin crust pizza.
I don't do deep dish, man. That's like lasagna to me. That's what I call it. Go ahead, give me heat. Anybody in the comment section, give me heat for that comment. But
they don't need to give me heat. They'll be giving me heat when I tell them what I eat in pizza. I don't eat pizza.
Well, some people don't. Like, okay. How about you, Alec? What's your favorite kind of pizza?
Wait a second.
Oh, he's ordering one right now as we speak. Like,
no, I'm looking at the score of the Cardinals game.
Grubhub? Can you?
Oh, there he goes again. He's off. The phone guy.
Hey, you see the score of our game, Alec?
Yeah, go look
back
at
to
the
back
playoffs,
dubs. Hey, second in the AL East.
Playoffs,
what are we talking about? What are we talking about, baby?
Playoffs,
right here.
Are you an Orioles fan for real?
Oh yeah. No, I love the Orioles. My dad.
Oh, bro, hit me up. I got a bunch of Orioles stuff I can hook you up with.
Win a World Series, then
Ron
come
will be
talk to
pulling
me.
the skin off.
Wait,
the
look,
Win
list.
a World Series, then come talk to me.
Look, we wouldn't have got robbed by that man
Here's
in
Alex.
96.
Be a
Here you go,
bandwagoner.
Sean.
Be
Here
a
you go, Sean.
bandwagoner, and then come talk to him.
Here you go, Sean. Where's that? Where y'all sit at? Oh,
I'm looking right at it.
what's that right there?
I'm looking right at it. I got it right here with me. We dipping on your heels, baby. Let's
Bottom bitch team.
go.
Hey, give the
Bottom
Orioles some
bitch.
credit there, man. They
We right
are-
here, baby. We are right here.
Bottom bitches.
Look,
Win a
the
World
Rays are
Series,
going to
then
win
come
the
talk to me.
division, but the Orioles are going to
Win
make
a
the
World
playoffs.
Series,
You know, so they'll be
then
fine.
come talk to me.
I love this,
Oh,
Alex.
wait.
The only time I can
Don't
get
worry.
you excited is when I'm talking
Don't
about your
worry.
team.
When y'all choke in the playoffs, or even probably
Wow.
make the playoffs, if y'all
Well, we
even
gonna make the playoffs.
Now, Scott Taylor. Now we're talking about pizza here, okay? That's your favorite
worry,
kind
Sean.
of pizza.
Baltimore's gonna choke in the playoffs.
All right.
Because guess what? Y'all can't win the big games. Y'all beat the Royals. The Royals.
Yeah.
Come on, out of all teams.
Baseball, man.
We swept the Rays. Well, yo,
Wait,
we swept the Rays. We haven't
wait,
won a series this year.
wait. Let's. So
We
y'all
just
had
beat the Rangers.
y'all let this motherfucker, this dude, that dude's trash. And y'all
No,
couldn't put
don't
more
worry
runs.
about that. Yo,
Y'all trash.
don't worry about that, man. Get the
Hey,
job done, man. What are you talking about?
At the end of the day,
Alec,
this team is
please.
trash.
get that off there, man. Alec, how you call somebody
Rings talk.
trash? How much? Compare his paycheck to yours. Who's trash?
Compare my paycheck to his.
Yeah,
No, we got
How much you get
E5.
paid a month?
I can't
How much you
stand
get
it when
paid a month?
anybody calls a player trash. I don't care how bad a player they are.
They're
They're still better than you.
I think they
You talking
compare
about
me and
that?
Sean's paycheck. I was like, that's
No, I was like,
kinda
no,
foul. That's so
like, no.
bad.
These guys are
That's like low ball.
I
Yes,
was like,
Scott.
why would you do that
That's
to me,
low
Johnny?
ball. Johnny over here pocket watching.
We said, boom, got him.
Trying to kill you,
Pocket watching is
Sean.
wild. That shit's actually fucking wild.
Look at this comment on here. Scott Taylor. Really?
All right, everybody, put your monthly salary as your Facebook name.
That's Scott.
Come on, get on, Scott. I sent the link.
Yeah, come on, Scott Taylor.
Come
Yeah,
get
I
you
mean,
some.
Man.
He made his debut on this show, so
Come get you some. Come up here and bring up some Rams.
Hey, how about the? Do you know how to piss off Dodger fans? Just say Kyle Schwarber walk off home run.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm about to get kicked out of here. Oh my god.
There we go.
And he just fell out of his chair.
Oh.
Oh man. Now, what was your next wish?
All I
You have
gotta
three of
say
them.
is
Hey,
how about the
tell him we
Diamondbacks?
played. Hold up. Scratch the hype. Tell him we played in Baltimore. Hey, we played in Baltimore. You couldn't win in Baltimore. Let's go.
I
I'll be
mean,
right back.
wins.
All
At
right.
the end of the day,
I'm gonna go get a.
if you want to say your
beverage.
wins now, I can name a bunch of teams in MLB that had a great season. What they do in the playoffs? Not a goddamn thing.
All I'm saying is I am hyped about my squad. We are looking up after all the crazy turmoil we had.
Oh, no,
I was
no.
there
Y'all
2
looking
years ago. I was at the game where we lost the 100th game. I was there to see us come back up. Let's go.
Oh, wait.
Oh man,
Dude,
Wait a second.
the
Wait a
greatest
Hey,
mailman
Sean.
in the history of St. Louis.
Hey,
Mr.
Sean, quick question for you.
Taylor.
I thought the Reds were the best team in baseball. Yeah, I fucking bet.
who?
Look at this. Wait, show me
Ricky
that.
Prohl, man.
Oh wow.
Keep
Great
going.
Tampa Bay's chance to go to the Super Bowl in '99.
All right, just for that. Yeah. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott, for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it coming on. we're not going to allow that garbage on our. No, I'm just kidding. I guess we'll bring him back. Hold on a sec. Let me.
All I gotta say is, Sean, I thought the Reds were the best baseball team in MLB. Yeah, I fucking bet.
I see it.
Fucking bet.
I see it.
Jordan Walker 2-run home run. Arenado 2-run home runs. Fuck your life.
By the way, Denver's beating Miami.
Arenado
94,
is
5
fucking
minutes ago. In the
back. He's
Wow.
fucking back.
There's
Don't
Johnny.
worry. Don't let him get hot against you guys. Don't
Look,
let him get
look.
hot against you guys.
I'm not a
Johnny,
Cubs
what is-
fan.
Once he
Okay.
gets hot, I pray for every team that faces him.
We have a
Don't
surprise
I
worry.
for
like
Johnny.
Arenado, man.
It's his co-host, Mr. Scott Taylor. Scott, say hi to Johnny, man.
Hey, Johnny. Hey,
Check your messages, Ben.
somebody has to let Alex know that those 2 Hollywood Square deals last night, you could freeze that and copy them down, and then until the show comes back on, you get all the time in the world.
Why do you come on this show and tell us what to tell somebody on another show?
Wait, what?
We told him to have at it, Johnny. Told him to come on, have at it. Right?
He's having
I
at
guess.
it. He's letting his
So the show's-
voice.
I mean,
Be
they were
heard.
on just a while ago. I don't know if they're still on or not, but you could message them.
I hadn't seen any shows. I didn't even know this one was on. I had to go through my notifications.
It's Friday
Usually-
night. You know
Huh?
I come on every Friday nights. You made your debut on. You
Sean's
made
going for round 2 of
your
pizza.
worldwide debut on this show.
And I'm
We're
looking
always
for
on.
the place
Thing.
where you can click on it and you can show your Facebook profile picture.
Well, you don't
I'm
need
not
to. You're
seeing-
on our show now. You're Mr. Fabulous.
Oh, okay.
Right? There you go. Look at this. We
So
got.
you want to ask Sean the update on the air quality in Washington?
It's getting better.
Yeah.
It's still hazy. Still like Andrew Faubert is hot boxing in Canada, and it's now leaking over us. But it's still hazy. But it's all right. That's why they didn't go to the concert, man, because they said the air quality.
It was bad
Yeah.
here. We got a storm come through here today and pushed that shit out.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
a lot of people were saying, I heard weed in California or burning trees in California or Canada was legal. I know they're actually going to burn the actual trees.
Right. That's what it smells. That's what it's like, man.
Oh, it's-
You went
it's
outside,
Canadian.
you
Videos of
roll your
people
windows.
driving through it.
Yeah.
They have videos of
Not-
people actually driving through it. I'm like, yo, I would never. Why would y'all drive through all that?
Yeah, when they told us to have to go back and wear a mask, I was like, man, nah, man, come on, just shut everything down if y'all gonna do that. But it wasn't as bad in Virginia as it was in like New York and all that stuff. But I mean, it got hazy.
I mean, I didn't get most of it. I only got some of it.
Wait a minute.
I got the
Rams
outer
lost
ring.
2 Super Bowls to Tom
Yeah.
Brady. Did they? That's true. That's right. They did lose 2 Super Bowls to Mr. Brady. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Corey King Brown.
Well, that's why.
good.
That's
Oh,
why
don't worry,
Brady's
Johnny, you-
Scott's favorite
Hey
player.
Johnny, you
man.
missed it. Scott
Yeah.
was bragging about his Rams Super Bowl win against the Bucks, or NFC thing against the Bucks.
Well, was he breathing? That's all he does is when he breathes, he's bragging about that.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
got kicked out.
Ben kicked him out immediately.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh, there he is.
Oh, what?
Oh God, what the fuck?
Did he fart in there or
Man, I
something?
didn't know that fart was that bad, dude.
What
God,
the fuck?
dude.
It's not the smoke. It's
Okay.
Rosie's underneath me, and she must have had some beans or something.
Fiber. Yeah. Gotta have your fiber, right?
That's probably just
What
my
do you think of that
tacos coming through the screen.
Wait a minute. Rams lost 2 Super Bowls to Tom Brady. What do you think of that comment, Scott?
Oh, here we go. Go
Uh-oh,
ahead,
there it
get
is.
ready to hit the exit button.
Ricky Prohl, the catch of the ages.
Yeah, you're not helping there. Is that Corey? It's got to be
Yeah, it's
Corey,
Corey.
right?
Yeah,
Corey,
that's
you're
Corey.
not helping our point here at all, dude.
Thanks, Corey.
Oh, yeah. It's enough out of Corey there.
Scott,
Comment.
Ben, did you get what I sent you?
Yeah.
You ought to put that on
Yeah.
the screen, dude.
Okay. Well, let me back out of this for a second, and I'll try and put it on the screen.
Sean probably has some red peppers on that pizza too. That'll open up his sinuses, and that smoke won't bother him as much. His oxygen level will go up.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that.
Mr. Fabulous with the advice.
Scott, man, where's the jewelry, man? Where's the Rams Super Bowl ring,
Oh,
man?
God, Sean, come on, man.
I want to see his bling bling, man.
Oh,
Let me put my shades on. Hold up.
wait a minute. Washington's got more bling than he does.
Very true. But I don't have any of those rings like my man. Oh, there we
Oh, look
go.
at that high school reunion ring right there. Look at that.
I got your reunion.
I think it's big enough you could put on your wrist, man.
I got some fat little fingers. I'll tell you that because they fit.
Yeah. Nice. I'm trying to send it, Johnny. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get the. I see the picture.
Stupid trade Sam Bradford, Nick Foles, Rams, and Eagles.
Yeah, my fat little fingers makes it easy for me to drive those little cars that go beep beep beep.
You know what? I got to tell you, man. Whoever Sam Bradford's agent was, bravo, man.
Well, you know, he was the last person to get that deal on the rookie deal because after that they put those rookie caps in.
Yep.
That
That's right.
went into effect the very next year. So he was the last person to get that. But that's why all those deals were headed like that, dude. You
Yeah.
remember before, man, those fucking rookies were getting astronomical fucking paychecks, man, and then being busts.
Yep. But hey, again, give Bradley's Brad's agent kudos, man. You got him paid. Can't argue with that, man. He's the definition of an honest week's pay for an honest day's work. So
This is that definition of take the money and run.
yeah. Oh, here we go. I like this comment from Corey. There you go. That's a nice comment. Bucks 2-0 Super Bowls. Rams not 2 and 3. Thanks, Corey, for helping us out tonight. Appreciate it. Oh man. Right, fellas, what's going on? What else is going on in the world of?
You want to talk about the Josh Allen Madden cover?
Yeah, why not? What do you think?
I
don't
Saudi
care.
Arabia buying up the
I don't care
PGA.
about the curse or any of that bullshit. It doesn't matter. Okay. Like the Bills are not going to win the Super Bowl. They're not going to the Super Bowl this year. So
Who's the backup
Even
in
if-
Buffalo?
Um,
Is it Case Keenum?
they can get somebody out of the stands.
Johnny, are they quarterback proof?
No,
Oh, you can also talk about the Broncos adding Frank Clark.
Oh wow.
yeah, defensive end for from the Chiefs. Yeah, it's a good pickup. Good veteran pickup.
that's a really good. Why did the Chiefs let him go? Oh, paycheck.
Probably the money. Yeah,
Everybody wants to get paid.
yeah.
You guys got to take on the PGA. Well, the no
Oh,
longer
there
PGA.
you go. Nice transition. You know what? It's the definition of hypocrisy. Oh no, we won't merge.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, but hey, that Saudi money is very nice, isn't it?
What's his name? Shit, Moynihan or whatever the hell his name is. He denies his he doesn't want to take the deal originally, and all these players, revolt against it. No, we're not going to do this. We're not going to work for the people who bombed or shot down the World Trade Center and shit. And then what do they do? And the money's good.
Ta-da. Yeah. Oh, look, my bank account's bigger. Ooh, look at that.
I think that's a death blow for the PGA. I think what's going to happen is you're going to see Tiger Woods and these guys coming out and they're going to start their own league.
Oh, I'd be all for it. Like Tiger's got that clout. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He's the greatest golfer of all time. People will follow him. Tiger's got that mystique. He's got that legendary status, and he's respected by a lot of golfers. So
Yeah, McIlroy, Woods,
Phil
who else?
Mickelson.
Rory.
And
I did say
that's the
that.
dagger for Denver. Denver wins.
This guy's still
Again?
talking about that shit, man. What the fuck,
look at
man?
that.
3-1.
3-1 Miami. Oh, Denver Nuggets is up against the Heat.
Yeah, they'll wrap it up Monday night.
How about your Knights?
Oh man.
Oh yeah, that was a tough loss. That was a tough loss.
I mean, me and Andrew both call like that. The Panthers probably win like one game out of that series. You gotta get a little sympathy for the opponent.
well, I got to go
Hey,
with 6.
I won't
Scott, is
be
your arm
ignored.
hurting? Is your arm hurting? You've been holding up for a while.
I can hold this up all day.
Oh my goodness. What year was
one
that,
of the-
Scott?
Was that one of the helmets?
1999, 2000
Was that
season.
one wasn't that one of the helmets from the movie Little Giants?
Oh,
One of the props-
oh wow. Oh, I like that.
Oh, look at that. So
Oh,
the Colorado
Oh.
State Rams.
There we go.
we're playing that
And then
game.
I got the commemorative. It's the silver on both sides. It's got this. This has got the score on the side. Rams 23, Titans 16.
I like that.
Greatest show on earth.
Mike Jones.
Oh,
There
look
we
at
go.
this.
We got a
Helmet.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers helmet.
Who signed that,
They-
Alec? Who signed that one?
Devin White,
Devin
CJ
White?
McCollum, and Mike Evans.
Nice.
Oh wow, nice.
Oh, here's a question right here, gentlemen. Let's talk about this one for a minute. Where do you
Yeah.
think
I mean,
Trey Hawkins is going?
Miami.
To go?
Hey,
I say
you said I've heard you say Buffalo before.
I think
I
that
mean,
was
that was like
they,
the
they,
top-
they
that was like the
discussed
favorite.
Buffalo last night on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
that was like the favorite to
I'm
get
gonna
him.
go Buffalo. I'm gonna go Buffalo.
that's
They need another
Kind of where I feel.
weapon with Diggs. You know,
Say
1-2
the
punch.
Patriots.
I think if they don't go after Dalvin Cook, then DeAndre Hopkins might end up in Miami because, man, that wide receiver core man would be. They don't
Have you
need him.
seen
though.
the-
I mean,
have you
honestly,
seen the
they
latest
don't
photo-
need him. They need Dalvin Cook more than they need DeAndre Hopkins.
Have you seen the latest
Oh.
photos of Tua? That man's packed some weight. That
Right.
man's been packing some weight on him.
Nick
Yeah,
said it
he-
looked like this Tua ate the old Tua.
Hey, think about this. When Tua was skinny, He knocked a linebacker out running into him last year. Remember, like the 15 season, he just ran.
Milano.
He bulldogged him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And now that he's got some weight, he might be taking on defensive ends.
Well, all it takes is one hit to that head.
Yep. But he's got them shock absorbers now, man. Come on.
What
Did you
look?
see how that helmet is made?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, from a person that's had multiple concussions before they were diagnosed.
You?
Yeah, man. I was a running back. A lot of times I was a running back and I had an offensive line that was kind of sometimes they let stuff off the field affect the on the field. So if maybe they were mad at you for something or had a little gripe, they might let somebody come through a hole. And we ran the option offense, so we already let people come through. So me and my quarterback got cracked a couple times. And it wasn't pretty. So I had a couple too many, but when you've had a couple, even no matter how bulked up you get, man, as soon as that head gets and everything gets rattling up there, it's reoccurring. It's weird.
Yeah, I've had a few. Seeing stars, man. Seeing stars.
Well, I will say I'm glad that they put in the protocols the last several years to make sure that, players don't end up with, after football season, after it's over with, they have long-term health issues. So good on the NFL's part.
You ever do this, Sean? How many fingers you holding up? How many fingers I got holding up? And then you go out and hold up your own hand and you go, this many?
All right.
I've done that. I swear to God, I've done that.
I've sat there when they're saying how many they do like that, how many fingers, and I'm like, I'll try to touch it.
Yeah.
What? And they're like, all right, take his helmet. He's not going back in the game. Which is fine. It's weird because I've been through countless number. Like as a running back, I mean, you run through the shoots, you run through all that stuff, so you constantly get hit. And look, all this stuff, and I coached for about 10 years, like after the 2000s. Everything they teach now is a lot better. But you remember back in our day, your day longer than mine, Johnny, but they still taught, rub some dirt on it, lower your helmet, right? They emphasized that killer crack. You know what I mean? It was when I played outside linebacker and running back. When I played outside linebacker, they just started to institute the whole thing. Call crackback, because those outside linebackers and defensive ends were getting just annihilated because they didn't see the wide receiver who is literally jogging right up into them and just ear holing them.
Yep.
And it's not, man. They've done a lot to help the game, and I love that. But there's a lot of people that walk around to this day that are kind of rattled just because you can't catch it all. Even in the best coach teams, you're gonna get that one hit that just kind of makes you.
When I first started playing football, man, the flying wedge was still legal. So.
Ooh.
Speaking of walking around, well, no longer walking around.
Oh,
there it is.
That was my gift tonight.
Roadkill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compliments of spirit right there. She grabbed her dinner. Look at that.
Yeah.
You gonna barbecue that thing,
She
Johnny?
brought me a gift, and she's all pissed off because I'm not happy at her about it.
Well, she wants you to put it on the grill, man.
The smoke's already in the air, man.
It is. Well, not here no more. We got that blown out today.
Why don't we talk about? Here's something that's interesting. I had a conversation today with coworkers about roadkill. Has anybody eaten roadkill before? I haven't. But,
well, I ate at a cafe called the Roadkill Cafe. It's on 95. If you've traveled 95, you've probably seen it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that that's roadkill, but I've eaten there, so who knows?
The last slice of this pizza is roadkill. Yeah, it's not easy going down.
Oh man, was that possum on there or possum? Possumroni or what? What do you got?
This is quail. This is live quail, man. This is the good stuff, right?
Oh, look at you, man. You upgraded. Like,
Yeah.
nice.
I want
I
to
think
treat
they eat
myself.
armadillos in southern Missouri because every 2 feet there's a dead one on the side of the road.
Armadillos carry
100 miles, and they're
what is
just
it,
lined up.
anthrax poisoning or some shit in armadillos.
Oh, what?
Oh, is there?
I
know
don't
that.
eat them.
Yeah, there's a deadly
God,
virus.
have you
in
ever eaten an
armadillos. You
armadillo?
don't touch them, man.
You ever eaten
No.
armadillo before? Oh, no? Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
edible? I mean, apparently it is. But
Yeah, they used to eat it back in the days.
yeah, no.
That's something I haven't tried. That's one of the few things I haven't tried. I love rattlesnake.
Hey Ben, did you
Yeah,
see
it's
that?
like chicken.
It's you
Yeah,
make it
you
just
said-
like chicken. You make it like a popcorn in a popcorn batter and then cook it like that in segments.
Do you see that Jimmy Butler thing? Like they try to shake his hand, this dude just walked off.
Nah, don't worry. It's
It's
going to be
sore
over
loser.
Monday night.
Looking sore.
It's going to be like that raccoon that Spirit brought home. It's going to be over Monday night.
Sore
Jimmy
loser.
Butler.
Okay, Sean.
Yeah.
when you
Oh,
played, were you a sore loser or a graceful winner? Because I've never met a graceful winner, really. Because every time I've lost anything, I've been a sore loser.
so I've won in my. I played Optimist through high school and first year of college. College team sucked. I didn't really get any playing time. In my Optimist year, we won the title, and I was caught up in the whole winning. We were jumping on each other. I didn't even think about the other team until we got back, and like we all we had to sit together when we won when we got our trophies. So we actually saw them get the runners-up trophy, and they were like right next to us as we got our trophy. So, but I just didn't even think about it. I was just so happy about my guys. But I've been a coach, and I've been on the other side of it, and I was passionate, man, and you can see it through how I talk now. I wasn't good when I lost, man. I wasn't good at all.
No,
I
you
was one of
can't
those
be if
dudes
you're
that just-
competitive at all. You can't be.
I wasn't good at all.
I don't call it sore loser. I just call it just losing and being
Right.
pissed off, man. Come on.
I can see it from here, from looking at the teams, and if I'm watching and looking at other teams, it doesn't. I'm not getting paid. I'm not on the team. I'm a
Right.
fan, but I can detach it. But when I'm there, coaching or playing, no, it was hard. Like I could shake. I wasn't one of these guys that gets aggressive, anything like that. But I would, man, get me in the back room, and I'm just like, man, come on, man.
Oh, I'd shake, but I'd be
no, I-
John the whole fucking time, man.
Oh yeah, especially I remember one time on my birthday, they ran up the score on us and started talking crap. I was like, bro, it's raining. Don't even start right now. Like, look, y'all shouldn't have done that. I'm just trying to explain this to you. And he was like, oh, if you can't stop us, well, I was like, and so the kids were around. So I was like, all right, let's go.
I'm a sore loser right now because this thing's empty. It's not
I
a
need
good
another
thing,
one myself.
so
I need another one myself, my friend.
I'm gonna get another one real quick, guys. You talk
time.
among folks, and I will be right back.
Don't get lost. We don't want to hear no waterworks.
Oh,
He doesn't have his headphones this time.
I gotta take a piss too, so I'll be back in a minute.
This is your show, Ben.
The host has left the show.
Turn your camera off.
This is empty. All right. Be right back.
He said turn his
All right.
camera.
Oh,
amongst
man, who
yourselves.
told you to turn the camera off? You just screwed up some fun.
Guilty.
All right,
That would have been hilarious.
I'm gonna refresh mine.
So,
Everybody get
anybody
quiet
watching,
now.
Good shows lately.
I watch a lot of good shows, man.
What did I watch? Recently?
Any-
I don't
Oh,
want to give
hey.
too much away.
What did you watch?
I've been on that FBI True.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a killer show, man. I love that.
Wife
heard,
and I watched Dungeons and Dragons tonight.
Oh, that was a fun show, man. Honestly, I don't care if if you're not a nerd, you probably don't like it. I don't give a fuck. It was a
You
fun
talking about
show.
the movie?
Yeah.
The movie or the
Yeah,
I wanted to see it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a nice little romp. If you take yourself too seriously, then you probably won't enjoy it. But life's not supposed to be too serious, right? Jumping on what?
I cried at the end.
You what? No, you did not.
Said jumping on Charles, like jumping on what?
Jump. What? Still waiting on the Orlando Magic to win the NBA championship.
Oh,
in
wait a
their
second.
future.
Hey, Sean, quick question. Did North Carolina make it
My
to
God.
Here we
the
go.
super, did they make it to the
No.
super regional?
Look. We have. I will say it. I will say it on here. Mark it down. Clip it. North Carolina had the largest fall from grace last year, from going a rolled ankle away from potentially winning a national championship to being ranked number 1 to not even showing up for the NIT tournament. It was a joke.
When we were just talking about sore losers.
I am still bitter.
No, I was talking about the college World Series.
No, did we lose that too? Thought
I'll think
Andrew wants the link.
All right, I have it.
Hold on a sec. I'll send it. Hold on a sec. Oh, it's in the stream.
All
It's in
I'm
our
saying-
the Rails message, Andrew.
I hope Caleb Love goes to Oregon.
There you go. You know
I'll
what?
send it again. It's like,
At that point, I'd take it. I wouldn't hate it. I mean, it's there we have right now. We lost both ours in the transfer portal. So,
hey, Andrew, it's
Lost
in the
both ours.
link off the Rails message link. So it's
Off
in
the
there.
rails link,
I-
Andrew. Message.
I sent to him on Messenger. I sent to him.
Sean, no waterworks.
Hey,
Huh?
how about Hey Ben, have you been watching the College World Series this year?
No, not yet. Is it pretty good?
This TCU team is they're good. I think their last 3 games, I think they won 20-4, like 28 to 10. They're just I think their one player, he had 4 home runs, 6 or 8 RBIs. I was like, Jesus. He
Well,
was
if that doesn't.
he was like 1 RBI short breaking the College World Series record.
Well, if that doesn't get Johnny excited, then I don't know what does. But maybe this will get him excited. Mr. Andrew
won't.
Fober's in.
I heard
By the way,
that.
Andrew.
I heard that the Saudis have fucking baseball in their sights next.
No, it's
I wouldn't
football,
doubt it.
and it's gonna be football in the middle of the desert.
People,
Andrew, I'm coming off one of those trivia shows, man. That was fun. I was answering all the questions in the comments.
Dude, I saw everybody popping off in the comment section. I was like, listen, there's so much going on right now, and because Alex is playing, I can't get him to control anything in the back, so I was just like, I'm so
You
sorry.
actually did it, Andrew. You actually imitated Jeopardy to the point where they're actually coming on there talking about their clicker don't work no more.
Yeah.
everyone.
When he said that, I was like,
Harry's getting mad because he can't answer the questions properly because clicker ain't working. It was hilarious. Or then he answered the question and freaking Peter got it anyway, which was cool. Sorry, Alex.
people don't forget that Andrew's still fighting on to get NFL in Canada. People don't forget.
That's right.
Listen, if there was a way to apply, and I do mean this because I've actually given some thought to this. If there was a way that I could actually apply for some sort of representation or a job application for NFL Canada, I would probably put NFL Canada on more of a map that they would probably give us a regular season game. And I would probably be at that regular season game doing social media and all the crap they would need to and stuff like that. And I would be all over it because football is obviously something I love, but one of the biggest things in my life for sports that I've always wanted to see is football in Canada and on a bigger stage. I would love to see a team here. And I've already forewarned the fiance prenup and all, if there's a team that comes to Canada, we're moving to Toronto or wherever the hell it goes. I I don't care what you say. Like, we're going, or I'm going, and you can
Let's
come with me
try.
after.
If you could put an NFL team in Canada, what part of Canada and why?
Toronto, and it would be because
Blue Jays.
there's two ways about it. One, I would either share an arena with the Blue Jays, and I've talked about that a couple times actually on the NFL edition, where if you could just move, I believe the right side, like if you're looking at the pitch and stuff on the right side there, if you move that back, you basically just have a Canadian candlestick. That's all it is. You just bring in some bleachers on the other side. You make it right Canadian. I mean, they had a basketball game in the Rogers Stadium there before for the Raptors. Like they could definitely make that work if they wanted to. And I don't think it would work because I brought this up when I first did NSD and I made an article about it. And I think that property is now sold to another development, but there is land in downtown that they could have bought and built a stadium there and brought in a bunch of people. And if they had done it with enough ownership or enough push to the NFL to do an expansion team, they could have made it for the 2026 World Cup that's going on and had that stadium been, half paid for by someone who's not even involved in the NFL. Like, you just have to do some soccer games there and stuff too.
Let me ask you something, Andrew. Do you think that maybe one of the reasons why the NFL hasn't explored Toronto is because they do want a new stadium there instead of playing in the Sky Dome? I mean, I would think that the NFL wants new.
That makes me think that Edmonton, where you live, would be the number one target because that's a wealthy area, dude. You guys got tons of money compared to the rest of Canada.
I mean, not wrong, but it would be the only three spots I see it ever working would be Toronto, and then second would be Vancouver, and then third would be Montreal. And it's just because you can the tourism that you would actually bring in that already exists in those cities would probably pay for the season tickets itself. But yeah, Montreal NFL, that I didn't even see that comment. That's hilarious. It's not unfathomable, but it's a little bit unreasonable. But no, I don't think it's because of the stadium. I think the reason why it won't happen is because of how poor the Canadian dollar is. First of all, how Canada doesn't have anything to go upon just yet as in form of any type of investment. Like our oil companies that we have here and stuff like that are nothing compared to what the States have and how those investments go. But Shopify is a Canadian company and that's starting to come up. Rogers, I don't want to get shot, but Rogers is taking over everything in Canada and then basically putting a stranglehold. Like they own the Maple Leafs now. Like, that's the other thing. A cell phone company owns the Maple Leafs, and that should not happen. I am a person who does not like the Maple Leafs through and through. I really don't. And the day that they win a Stanley Cup is the day that I go into hiding because a lot of people will come after me. But
you'll never win then.
Yeah. But that also being said, it's just it would have to be the Canadian dollar. And you would then have to do what I've stated before is you would have to have some sort of like a luxury tax for athletes in Canada. And you would have to then allow them to get a bit of a tax break if you would want to then attract any type of free agents or re-signing anybody, which is kind of the reason why Kawhi Leonard, for example, for all the basketball freaks out there, why he left the Toronto Raptors. He was traded to the Toronto Raptors on a 1-year deal. And the man won a damn title. And the man was offered things by the Toronto organization, the Maple Leaf entertainment business, and then on top of that, other investment opportunities that are usually not given to anybody on any type of contract. So Anchorage would be fun, but
there's less than 500,000 people in the entire state of Alaska, man. Come on.
Every game would be the Ice Bowl.
Hells yes.
That's right, Scott. That is right.
So the last thing, basically the last thing on that then that I would say is also the ownership, because we all know that there's a lot of owners out there who want to buy, say, like the Jaguars and moving them to London, or they know the expansion's coming and there's a lot of hot cities that they could easily put a team in. an owner having a Canadian team is difficult because of all the crap that you are going to get. You are not going to be able to attract athletes. You are not going to be able to attract or keep all of the athletes. And the media is going to tear you apart worse than New York media ever would. And that is a fact.
You think
Sean,
so?
do me a favor.
Over the New York media, though?
They'll probably tear you apart more than a school named Oral Roberts. That's the Oral.
And also to that, Ben,
don't lose the Oral. Don't lose the Oral, Alec.
To that, I do say yes.
We got two ducks in the
question.
pond. Two ducks in the pond.
I don't know, Andrew. I mean, it's
Are you watching it?
almost a very
Sorry, what was-
fascinating thing, though. I mean,
What was your question
because-
again? Sorry.
okay,
what
no, I
was
was just
your-
going to say, like,
Go ahead.
I was just so fascinated with. I feel like it could work, though. I mean, because today, athletes are more about the social media, no matter where they go. And I think some athletes would like to go international with their brand. I would think, going to Toronto wouldn't be such a bad thing because, again, it's international. You're helping your social media brand. I feel like today it doesn't really matter where you're at. You're going to make money regardless. You got the NIL deals. You got all different kinds of resources you get your money at.
Sure.
So to me,
Certain
I don't
places
think
are
it's
better,
socially-
1,000%.
right. But I'm just saying, though, I don't think it's as bad as you would think of, say, maybe like 10,
No.
20 years ago before we had social media. So
Mhm.
I would say that could work,
Yep.
But like you said, maybe because of the dollar, the Canadian dollar is not as good. That could keep away. That I could believe. But as far as athletes not wanting to go there, maybe certain athletes, but I don't think it would matter if they're making a lot of money and helping their own social media brand.
Also, I mean, there is a lot of Canadian athletes who are starting to make their impressions onto the NFL, like John Mechie, Javon Holland. Alec would know who I'm talking about there. That's a duck right there, my guy. There's a couple other ones I'm forgetting as well, but there's a lot of Canadians who are starting to put their footprint. Chuba, sorry.
Chuba.
A lot of guys putting their footprint on NFL soil. So it'd be kind of cool if there was a team in Canada where eventually that, whether it's the beginning of their career or the end of their career, they could be like, 1 year deal to go draw to the Toronto Huskies for $5.5 million kind of thing. Like that would be kind of, and I do think it'd be the Toronto Huskies. And I know it's joked upon in Madden for years because that's the only relocation one that you could really make it and stuff. But no, man,
Bring them
Huskies.
home. Bring them home.
I think
Fuck
Canada
Oral
is a
Roberts.
likely
Quack,
spot for an NFL
quack,
team
quack.
coming up.
Quack,
Yeah,
quack.
I think those iced teas are really getting to Alex.
How about
So-
them Ducks, man? How about them?
Oh Jesus!
We're down
Christ.
8-0. Came back from 8-0 to win the game. Them Ducks.
I guess oral is not always good. Sometimes oral just isn't.
Oral let us down. Oral let us
Maybe
down.
in-
Man.
maybe in America that's a thing, but up here in Canada that is not, sir. Sir, have you ever heard of a beaver?
Them
It is
Ducks.
an animal, sir.
Oh,
It
my.
is an animal.
It's not just the
Well,
animal.
as far as Canada
ripped.
goes with the dollar situation, right now there's a situation here in America where stadiums are costing way too much. Football teams are going
How about
crazy,
'em?
and they're starting to
billion.
discuss. They're starting to discuss out of market places because of that to bring those prices back down to a reasonable amount. Because if not, we're going to be looking at what we were just talking about with the Saudis coming in. We're going to look because the NFL has had a clause that no organization can buy a team. It has to be one owner out front, right? Well, it's getting to, you're talking about $6 billion for a freaking football team. You're limiting how many people can actually fit that description.
And with the expansion price right now being set apparently at $8 to $8.5 million, the more interest that starts getting generated and the more teams that start getting sold before the next expansion, you're starting to look at possibly $10 million for a new expansion team. And that right there is not something someone is just going to pay out of pocket.
10 billion.
Yeah, 10 billion. Yeah, not 10.
Yeah.
$10 million.
10
Million.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, I thought it was really-
that's another good reason that Canada might actually be in the market for an NFL team here in the near future because of that.
Can we start with possibly like a merger or something like that? Like I've asked for with the possibly like CFL and the USFL and the XFL. Can we all just have a merger like that so we can start maybe getting like players up here? Hell, you got dudes that if I heard, I'm just trying to think. D. Delaney, okay, D. Delaney for the Bucks. All right. That guy's been on there a few times, caught a couple of picks, had a couple of good plays and stuff like that, but he's a practice squad guy. We know that, right?
Yep.
If all of a sudden this guy gets to go down into, say, what we call the minor leagues, because he's not as big as what we think he's, then all of a sudden you have him going to like a USFL team, XFL team, or a CFL team who all play by the same rules at this point, and then he could, by some miracle, come and play for the Edmonton Elks. And then all of a sudden you're drawing me into the stadiums because there's an old Buccaneer player there who is also quite possibly still under contract by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now all of a sudden you start adding more of those guys in there. All of a sudden a fifth or sixth round pick for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hell, if Vaughn doesn't work out and he still stays under contract and he gets to come play up here and he gets 1,300 yards, you want to know how many games they're going to go see? All of them.
I'd go see Vaughn in a B League team.
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's where I want to see it go first, and especially in Canada, is if you can take the CFL, because I'm going to tell you right now, we had the opening day game in Calgary, and there was 27,000 less bodies in the stadium than they used to have. And that right there is a problem, considering they are about to get a brand new stadium with the whole Calgary Flames thing, and it doesn't even look like they're going to be able to sell that thing out. So maybe we should start doing something new. Maybe the CFL should suck it up and change your rules around so that we can finally start generating a little bit of revenue in Canada. And I don't care about the history of the game. You got in Canada, your history and your game is hockey. And you got some freaking Michael J. Fox looking dude of a GM or of a commissioner for the NHL sitting there about to take fighting out of hockey. So let's not talk about tradition and history and bullshit like that, because CFL is fun. But at the end of the day, and I really hate to say this, and someone will clip this and use it against me, and I don't care, the CFL is just one less play than the NFL, and it's just motion for all players on offense. That's all it is, and that's the way it should be.
That's a good point. I mean, I still think it's also advertising, Andrew, why the CFL has not
marketing,
that has not
marketing Canada, period. Because Canada, dude, you got some beautiful fucking cities there, man. Alec got me looking at the pictures of Edmonton, man. That's a fucking gorgeous town, man. Beautiful. Market that shit. Bring in some tourists.
Now imagine just like randomly, like all these three leagues say merged, right? And it's been going on for years, and we all do shows and stuff like that. So we're all going to inevitably pick up on these teams, and we're going to enjoy this league too. And we'll probably start, drifting a little bit this way. But then all of a sudden, if Ben is a big, say, like Las Vegas, whatever fan of whatever league that comes out, what is the Las Vegas XFL team? That's the,
the Vipers.
Thank you.
Tampa's old team.
Yeah.
They went there.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, like if Ben, if it's a playoff game, where his Las Vegas team's got to come up to Edmonton and stuff like that, and it's a playoff game and tickets are cheap, and he's like, "Hey, look, there's a flight thing and stuff like that." Obviously, he's going to come up. We're going to have a night where we go and watch this game together. He's probably going to stay at my place and stuff like that. Maybe smoke a little bit of legal substance because it's legal in the states that we're currently in, my province. And that's the thing right now.
How legal?
Well, buddy, hey.
I mean, like walking outside, like, hey, or just we all know.
In your own
No, I can literally don't be a dumbass where you're like smoking it in front of kids or something like that.
Well, Sean lives next to the weirdest friggin' legalized weed place in the world, man.
First of all, I'm a Canadian, and let me just say this with all respect to my American friends. You guys have less landmass than me and yet decided to split it 51 different ways. Of course you're going to have different opinions in 51 different places.
No, DC, man, their idea of legalized weed is, okay, you can buy it, but we can't have a store advertise it.
Okay,
So
so
they buy-
that's
So they
similar.
sell
here.
you a sticker.
Yeah.
As a
Oh,
matter of
yeah.
fact, let me see if I
John,
have.
It's
like,
so
this is-
weird
They
how they
sell
do that
you a
here, man.
sticker
Oh, cool.
of a flipping.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I like that. Look at that.
And
They can stick that on
they
your
gift
shirt.
you anything else.
Here's the thing. In Canada, you can't it's not on TV. Like you can't have it on television or anything like that. Which which is going to sound surprising. I'm actually for that, and I'll even go one step further. This right here actually is what cannabis edibles is sold like in Canada. This is what it comes in. Okay, and this is not enough to even get my pinky toe high. I'm just saying that right now. That's just me. But what color is that?
Pink, purple, pink.
That's
You
kind
shut
of
up.
pink. Exactly. That is
Magenta?
that is an attractive
colorblind.
color. That's
Yeah,
an
it is.
attractive color.
That's
Second of all, just the way that the wording is there is attractive. Sours
Yeah.
by spinach.
Ours.
It's attractive to kids. And I've always been on the opposite side of this. I don't like the packaging for this because it is attractive to kids. So all of a sudden, if like say this was out, obviously I've had it out here. But like if my
Yeah.
kids are around, this isn't around. But if they saw something like this, they may think it's candy because of the color and the way that it's represented. That I don't like in Canada. If we are going to advertise it, you have to do it in a way that maybe is a little bit dull for a little bit until our country and the generation is adapted to it. And that doesn't happen for another 10, 15, or 20 years. Now, in the States, when you guys federally legalize it, oh my God, you're going to see weed stuff everywhere, dudes. Oh my
Well, you know,
goodness
right now
gracious.
In,
Yeah.
in certain places, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Michigan
Las Vegas,
is-
we have all our stuff in like. There's this place I go to, Jardine. It's all black packaging. Everything's black packaging because again,
You're talking the brand itself, Jardin, right?
it's stuff with the weed
Yeah.
and the
That's
edibles
very-
and
it's
whatever.
very good.
That's,
cannabis, my
that's
friend.
different from jars in Michigan, right? Which is like a weed wholesaler where you can actually go in there
Yeah.
and they have the edibles on the side. They have all of the shit in front of you. They have discounts.
There's the way that you guys have the laws in the States is obviously different from state to state. The way that it was in Canada before is when, and I'm sure Johnny may have, and Scott, they're old enough to have heard probably the stories of British Columbia and just the cannabis that you get from British Columbia and how Canada just kind of left them alone for a while. But obviously, if you tried to transport it, they would catch you and this, that, and everything else. But if you were in British Columbia, everybody smoked, everybody did mushrooms, everybody did acid. That's how the NDP party started up here in Canada. And we don't need to get into politics, but now all of a sudden you know that there's a party that I vote for that literally gets high all the time, and they're actually really good in Canada, just to let you know. Anyways, they did things by almost like a decriminalized state. So basically is I do me. If someone is, going and breaking the laws, like your morality laws, I guess you would say with cannabis. So like if you're sitting there buying it for a kid, you should be arrested. You should be fined. That's the kind of things that should be happening. Now, the other beautiful part of it is it's also you were allowed to transport whatever you wanted. So you're allowed to grow it. You're allowed to transport it without the fear and this, that, and everything else for a while. Then obviously it was, very, very bad. No one can do it ever. And that's why nobody drove around with it. Now, one of the reasons me and my beautiful fiance are doing this trip across Canada here in about a month. And I cannot, I'm dreading the drive. That's the only thing. But one of the reasons why we're doing it is because we are cannabis lovers. There's some states that we would have had to gone through that are not okay with cannabis on our way through to where we got to go for a wedding. So we actually get to, drive with it. We can only have 28 grams no matter where we go in Canada. That's the limit and stuff. And yes,
only 28 grams? That's a lot of shit.
Yep.
Around here, they're like, yeah, if you have a gram, we're gonna really fuck this shit up.
Which is I don't like that at all. But yes, we're allowed. Well, you also have to understand Michigan is 4 times that, I believe. So they're
Oh yeah. No, Michigan, you can have. Man, they sell out.
Michigan.
We're not gonna do it on the show.
Michigan is British Columbia, my friend. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
But
They
yes,
also have
it's-
militias too, so you
Yes.
know, need militias. Yeah, you know,
28 grams. 30 is actually like the legal limit, but they say 28 just in case like something weighs over. If a cop wants to be a dick, they could technically. So you don't want to give a cop up in Canada the abilities with cannabis to not be saved by the law that has been given to everybody with cannabis. That's just the thing, right? Because there's still the stigma by some of these cops. I've had when I got pulled over, I kid you not, I was doing 145 in a 100. So I think that's 90 miles per hour in a 50 zone, I guess, or whatever the heck it comes in. I was going fast.
100. That's the speed limit.
100 kilometers an hour is the speed limit on our highways. Yeah. And I was passing a car because someone was being slow. I got pulled over. I knew it too. I was like, my apologies, blah, 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 blah. And I was coming off of work when I worked at the airport, where the big cannabis facility that a few people knew that I worked at. And he could tell. And I knew that he could tell. But when he came back and stuff like that, like I didn't want to be nervous. So I just asked him. I was just like, I work there. And I don't have anything on me. And I would literally give you full rights to search my vehicle if you wanted to. I was like, but I can tell that you know that you smell. Like, so you're just letting me go? And he goes, well, are you under the influence? I'm like, no, like I just came off work and I'm sure that you can see that, but like, it's weird. Like, so that's technically probable cause, is it not? And he goes, technically, yes. But I went around your thing. It says that you work at a cannabis facility. You live in Fort Saskatchewan. You can safely assume you are probably getting off work and you don't change at work and you probably reek like cannabis. So this is a legal place. And I'm like, this is awesome. So then all of a sudden, by the way, Officer Skrine, much shout out to you, answered a bunch of questions.
Right. Yeah.
I answered a bunch of questions. And so ever since then, I'm like, I'm more calm driving with cannabis than anything else. Like alcohol, fuck no. Cannabis, fuck yeah. I will drive with cannabis 9 times out of 10 before I drive with alcohol. Because alcohol in Canada, whatever, but there is that gray area where if it's not in your trunk, God.
Yep.
Well, and plus Molson, that Molson Canadian beer about high alcohol content. Yeah.
Bud Light, baby. It's nothing but Bud Light. That's all we drink up here because Bud Light's so damn good, and you all know it, okay? Don't come at me. I drink that shit up every day. I like that. I pour it. I pour it like this all over me. And in that Bud Light.
Miller Lite. This is the best light beer of everybody. Right here, Miller Lite.
That was a Canadian shout out to Mr. Fabulous over there, Mr. St. Louis.
John drinks that Mexican beer.
Mr.
You got lime in there?
No, I do not.
That's correct. Do you put the lemon in there, Sean? Or?
The lime with the coconuts? No. I'm no.
Put the lemon in. Come on.
I never understood why Corona was named Corona and it's made in Pittsburgh.
Oh, but isn't it beautiful? Okay, here's the thing. My 2 beers of choice is Corona and Bud Light, and I've enjoyed the shit out of them being like falsely marketed and the price drop. So like during COVID, I got a 2-4 flat, whatever you want to call it, of COVID beer, which was what I used to call it, because nobody wanted to drink it. And it used to cost $55 for 24 beer, and I got it for $12.99.
Oh,
all throughout COVID, and it was nice. And now Bud Light up here is like $10, and I'm loving it. It's great.
Yeah, that's what we got.
Yeah.
They had Bud Light in my grocery store, 24-pack for $3.49.
It's like, please drink me. I've always been the same.
Wait, what, Scott?
24 cans for $3.49.
Oh,
It just sounds like we all need to be sending each other like alcohol through the mail. And next time Sean goes up to
other things.
Yeah, when Sean goes up to Michigan, I'm just gonna like send you some money and be like, go into a store for me, please.
Bruh. There was times I was gonna call you and be like, hey, man.
You can listen. You can always, if this goes out to anybody who's ever watching too, if you have me on Facebook and you don't understand or you don't know or you see a couple things and you think you're being upsold or whatever when it comes to cannabis, please do not hesitate to call me, or even Alex. Alex would probably be a decent help for you as well, because we worked at the same place and I taught Alex a lot, and he also was just a very smart kid and tore down way more legal plants than anybody in this country would ever do.
Really?
Alex. Oh, we got a topic for next week, dude.
Oh my god! If you
Wow.
can ask Alex about that, like, because I bet you he's never. I don't know if he's ever thought about it, but like, because of the size of the place that we were at compared to all the other sizes of places that exist in Canada, Alex was basically offload for 4 years, almost 5 years, and he was there almost every day. So almost every legal plant that came through there, he chopped down. So Alex is probably chopped close, if not, and I don't even know where to start with this, but like, just to give you guys a general idea, he's probably chopped 500,000, if not almost 1 million legal cannabis plants.
So Alex is a true Canadian lumberjack.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I
All right.
have,
You
I
gotta
have
get Alex on the
pictures.
show, man. If he's
I actually,
watching-
I asked him, but he's got to work tomorrow, so he's going to bed earlier. He's getting ready. But I have pictures, like I've told them before too. I got to wait till the statute of limitations is up here in Canada with our old employer there. But we have pictures of really bad stuff, and we ain't gonna go there. But we got pictures of like 9-foot, 10-foot plants that it was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
we let this room grow way too long, and there's no way these plants are getting out. Like, what do we do? Oh yeah, like we got pics, buddy. Alex has seen some shit. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I got to go to bed, and I got to get off before Johnny starts promoting himself, because I don't want to hear what nights we're on next
Shut
week.
up, Scott.
Ben
All right,
knows
Scott.
what we're on, don't you, Ben?
Yes, I do. Scott, promote yourself, buddy. Let us know where we
No.
can find you.
Like your new
Besides that
digs.
nice house.
Well, from my
Right.
I
understanding,
got that same house.
Look at that Airbnb right there. Look at that.
I can play you a song on that piano, Daddy.
Scott, bro.
you have magic fingers, Andrew?
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Ross,
Uh-oh.
like Kim was talking about on
Almost
Facebook today.
midnight.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'll let Johnny do the site talk. I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Good to see you, Scott.
Always good, Mr. Fabulous.
Thank you. And last night I didn't get to sleep till about 2:30 in the morning because I kept thinking about the show last night.
Jeez, you'd have a heart attack if I tell you we're doing a show Sunday.
Or Monday.
No,
I like how he just fell asleep
Or
there.
tomorrow.
No.
Hey, I'll be on Monday. I'll be on Sunday, man. I got this.
Well, from my understanding, it's Friday and Tuesday now.
well, we got a show on Sunday now too.
And Monday.
Well, you must have another host then.
I do. I got Sean. I
I
was just gonna
got
pop
you, buddy.
it on you,
I
dude.
got
I wasn't even warn you. I was just gonna pop that one on you.
Alec got his
Guys,
quack
that
quack
on
up.
you.
No. Hit with the quack quack.
I'll see you guys next time.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah, Scott.
All right.
See you later, buddy.
Come on tonight, Scott. Appreciate it, bud.
Oh, shit. I forgot to tell him about the chance to go win prizes.
Yo.
Oh,
Shit.
Like, really?
Scott's gonna
Right
come
after
back
my
on here in
laugh.
a minute. What?
Literally
Yeah,
started
that-
doing
that
prize
Third
giveaways
prizes.
just so we can try and get Scott a prize, allegedly. So nobody starts being like, where's my prize?
Okay.
Not everybody can get a prize.
That was a good show tonight, man. I like that, man. You guys kicked ass.
I love bringing in the Florida crew like that. Like Ben knows, I mean, Johnny knows too. I'm not sure if Alec has had the pleasure like too far back, but like when Peter and Ray, when it was just Peter and Ray, say for example, for a bit there, before Harry came in, they were great chemistry. Peter has always been like a leader when it comes to his stuff. Like the guy, and if you guys don't know, they call him the Rolex Warrior because he got to ask Jake Paul a question, like the actual Jake Paul. After if I'm not mistaken, it was after the Mayweather fight or the Woodley fight or whatever, one of those fights. And he was there, and he asked Jake Paul about the Rolex, and it was a question like, did you show him the Rolex after or something like that? And Jake Paul answered the question, and then afterward goes like, "You want a Rolex?" And Peter was like, "Of course I want it. Like, I ain't gonna say no to a Rolex." And so Jake Paul on camera was just like, "I'll get my," points to his guy and then points to Peter, and he's like, "Make sure you get his information," and blah 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 blah. This is the funnier part. Peter didn't think anything was going to happen. Like, he gave the information, the email, and all that kind of stuff, his phone number. I was watching the live video when Peter got the call and put it and Peter does the call-ins on his show live. Right. So that's what Peter thought it was just another fan calling in, not the actual manager of Jake Paul calling in to ask about where he should send his Rolex and stuff like that. Was one of the funniest calls, because Peter at first was like, "Are you pulling my leg?" Like, wait, what? Like, actually? And then Harry was like, "I'm going to get Peter out of here." And then instantly clicks him out, and then Peter gets it all set up. And then like a week after that, he had his Rolex.
Cool.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's a cool story. And you know what, Andrew? Because Peter, he gets a lot of troll calls. He'll get or a lot of troll comments. So I'm not surprised that he thought, "Oh, this might be a prank or something."
A lot of that came to the NSD show today too. I looked into the comment section and I was like, "Oh, here comes the crowd."
What's one of them? Roger's shoe or something like that. Like,
Roger was in there. Troy was in there. Oh my God, some worldwide rainbow or something like that. Like, I don't even know, man. There was some weird characters in there, but they're all welcome.
It is.
I know. I thought Alex was sleeping there until he got into the college stuff, man.
Okay, hold on, Sean. Did I not screw up by putting the Final Jeopardy a freaking college?
Who was that? I said Brown, and I was like, I don't know, maybe it's Cal from like way back when.
Bowdoin Polar Bears. Bowdoin Polar Bears.
Where is that?
Boy Don Bears or something.
And it was called the Polar Bears in 1913 because of Brandon Perry or Richard Perry, the first ever dude to climb Mount Everest, graduated from that school. So they named them the Bears.
Wow, I like that.
Nice.
Yeah, I was racking my
Peter
brain.
and Alex both got that. I'm like, holy shit, man! Where did they get that out of their ass?
Peter was starting to run away with some of those too.
Yeah.
I can't do college logos. Is officially probably going to be retired from the Jeopardy when Alex is playing.
Yeah,
this
week was better though.
Tombstone with it with Alex's name. Alex retired. The logos.
This week was better. Last week, like two of them, it was like the name was on the logo, and I was just
trying
like,
so hard. Though.
I was like, "This is Alex is killing it." I was like, "Oh, he knows this one. He knows." But that was dope. And then, I was in the comments, man.
Christopher Cole's in the house. How you doing, man?
Yeah,
Chris Cole.
Coming
What's
on
funny
show,
too.
Man.
I went back and just because I was looking at some recent videos that NSD did, and I went back and I was looking at the promotion videos for our Christmas show and our New Year's show, and I was like, my God, I forgot how funny those freaking pictures were with Alex with the pigtails and stuff like that there for the Christmas show and stuff. Yeah, those are some good ones.
Alex,
that Nicole moment is still burning my head.
Which one?
The Nicole moment where there was on Sid.
Oh, the menorah.
My goodness.
The menorah will live in infamy. That was such. So Johnny,
no clue what happened. She's
yes.
Like, what did I say? She's like, but I have a menorah. You're like, you can't say that.
So like, I can't remember the full like how it started again, but like Ash was, or Sid was on, and Ash was in the background, and Sid is Jewish. So Nicole said something about a menorah, and Ash goes, "Nicole, you can't say that. We're fucking Jewish and stuff." And she's like trying to say, no. And we're all doing our thing where like making like comments on top of it and on top of it. And she's like, no. I have a menorah. It was, dude, comment and one comment or one funniest moment, NSD funniest moment last year.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, You got to do more of those. I can't wait for this year's we got to do like a holiday theme show.
Well, that's our. Yeah, we're doing another one. Like we are going to do another Christmas one, and then we are going to do the awards this year. We're going to expand it and stuff like that, and we've got a couple other categories, I guess you would say, and the same thing as last year. Just obviously have everybody come in and stuff like that. I have a couple of different things I want to do this year, and as long as we get enough people this year, it'll actually be really good. And we were basically told that we have to do it. So like by almost every other platform out there, like Sean reached out and was like, please do this again next year. All the other people that were nominated, including other platforms, reached out and were like, if you do this next year, please let us know. We would love nothing more than to like help out or be nominated and this, that, and everything else. And I'm like, great. Now I got a lot of work to do around Christmas time instead of actually doing gifts and stuff. I'm gonna have to do all this shit.
Dude, we're keeping you busy, man. So
hey,
you're
Johnny,
welcome.
Are you gonna add Sean and Andrew to the run of your pool this season?
Yeah, if they want to join it.
To the what?
What?
Our pool.
It's like a game mix.
It's game picks, and it's RYP. You know what it is.
Oh yeah. Like we're I know NSD because Chris and Sid bugged me about that. They're like, how are we not doing weekly picks? I'm like, we'll do weekly picks this year. Don't worry.
Don't forget, almost copped Alex. Almost.
That you did.
Surprising.
All right,
Him.
ladies and gentlemen, we got somebody that's going to step out now, Mr. Sean Spencer. I want to thank him for coming on. But before we let this guy go, I want him to promote himself and tell us where we can find him at. So, Sean,
Yeah, Daddy.
take it away.
Yeah. What is going on, people? Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo. That's Let's Talk Football. I think next time you'll see me, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. Not doing Let's Talk College Football tomorrow.
Sunday.
As you heard. Oh, I just scheduled. I need a calendar.
You thought you were getting out of that one.
So actually, all right, scratch everything. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that's Let's Talk Football. We will not be with you for Let's Talk College Football tomorrow. However, I will be joining my guy on here, Mr. Johnny Dean, on Entertainment Edition, talking about our docuseries. I'm so excited to get on that show. Monday, tune in as Delilah Crespro of the Roundtable and Let's Talk Football brand goes with Diversity with Delilah. Stay tuned, see what she's got. 2 weeks ago, she did Lo Von Pham, which is the first Asian American official in the NFL. And then for Pride Month, she did, I think it was Justine Lindsay, which is the first transgender cheerleader for the Carolina Panthers, I think, or the Vikings, one of those two teams. Get back. But she'll definitely be doing it on that day. Stay tuned on Tuesday for Let's Talk College Football with me and Alex Loosemore, and Wednesdays Watching Football Weekly, and new show that we just started last week, me and Nicholas Rosario, called Truth Be Told, where we kind of just it's like a have at it. We sit there, we just throw up a couple things, and we just kind of open up. It's been more of a just kind of let's see. Next episode, we're going to be talking about something. Our topic is called the X Factor. THEX/factor. So talking about our exes and kind of how they helped us. Yeah, it's gonna, I've already built up the situation. I've already told the lady. So if stuff comes out, it's all gonna be like, this is how I got to be with you because of all the things they taught me. I love you. Yes.
This is gonna be on the Ben Zone for sure, man. I cannot wait.
Yes.
Sean,
and I might be in my car for the rest of that time if that doesn't go well. So, hey, I do it for you guys, though. I do it for y'all.
Oh, we appreciate that. Thank you so much, Sean, for coming on tonight. And the guy that's going to head out, too, because he's got food that's been delivered to his place. So, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Faubert, promote yourself, my friend.
Hi, everybody. I am 1/5 of your hosts of NSD, Mr. Andrew Faubert. I do the Friday show. I also help with every other show inadvertently. You can see me posting on the NSD groups. I got a couple things coming down the wire this upcoming summer, and I smoke a lot of weed, so it's gonna be fun. Have yourselves a great night, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Yeah. Thank you again, Ben.
that.
Also,
I love that promotion.
Thank you.
Oh, anytime, man. Thank you.
thanks.
You guys
Hey,
did
wait
it
a
tonight.
minute. Andrew, don't go nowhere yet. Ben, pop up my gift.
Oh, hold on a sec. Hold on.
This is
hold
what
on
my
one
dog
sec.
brought me for a gift tonight.
But it's so cute. Why? No. Oh.
She's a murderer.
I guess, yeah, but cute raccoon. But also, that
she-
thing probably had rabies.
Yeah, and I was all over her, and
Yeah.
she was all sad because I was mad at her for it, and she thought I was going to be all happy for her.
So also, Ben,
That'll
All right,
mean-
guys.
be
Thanks
me.
again for having me.
All right, Andrew. Thank you for coming on, my friend.
Not a problem,
Have a
buddy.
good-
Thanks for having me. I'll talk to you guys later, and we'll see you next week.
All right, take care, man. What's
I
that, Alec?
will
I'm
be
sorry.
Going live.
You're going to be doing what now?
I'm going on live.
You going on live? Well, you are live right now.
Yeah. No, I meant
How many
like you know what I'm talking about.
Like a Facebook Live or
No. But I go on
Twitch?
Twitch.
Twitch.
Okay.
Twitch.
Okay. Sounds
Well,
good.
it's better than going on there dead. I can guarantee that.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this show tonight. But this was a fun episode. I'm glad we got our co-hosts from the NFL edition, Johnny Dean, Alec Schomburg, and Sean Spencer from Let's Talk Football, Andrew Faubert from North Sports Dynasty. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for everybody in the comments section tonight. Fun show. And as you know, Johnny's going to have an entertainment show on the Ben Zone and other platforms as well. So check him out. Him and Scott Thaler and Sean Spencer are going to be on there Sunday. Please check them out. They going
I'm
to
not
talk
so sure
documentary.
Scott will be, but Sean will be.
But Sean, okay, but definitely Sean and Scott, or I'm sorry, Johnny. And if you need a third man, see what time you guys are
Absolutely.
on.
You got an open invite, man, anytime.
Awesome.
As a matter of fact, I
that.
think I send you to StreamYard every time I do a show. So
Appreciate it. And you're talking about documentaries, so that's going to be a lot of
Yeah.
fun. I'm into
yeah, you
documentaries.
brought that up actually. You were the one that brought it up today, so
So
you better be there.
anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us this week on Have At It, and we're going to have more shits and giggles next Friday night on Have At It, episode 26. So, guys, have a good weekend, and we will see you next Friday night.